In today's video, we'll be taking a look at Japan's original kaiju and an underwater creature that looks like it's out of this world. Giant squid. The world's largest known squid, the giant squid, is surprisingly camera shy. For thousands of years, the mysterious gigantic squid has wriggled its way into folklore, spawning tales of fearsome krakens with bodies the size of islands. In actuality, though, the giant squid's a little smaller than that, growing to be around 46 feet long, roughly the length of a semi-trailer. Despite their size, these behemoths are very seldom observed in the ocean. Most sightings are of dead or dying squids that wash up on coasts or become entangled in deep-sea trawling nets. That all changed in 2012 when a team of marine scientists captured footage of a baby giant squid in its natural home, around 2,000 feet beneath the seabed south of Japan. Giant squids can live for thousands of feet below sea level. Because very little sunlight can travel this deep, the giant squid evolved the largest eyes in the animal kingdom to adapt. The peepers of these cephalopods are nearly the size of a basketball, roughly 3 times the diameter of any other animal. Great white shark. The images of a woman swimming beside a 20-foot great white shark while wearing a wetsuit and carrying a camera will stop you in your tracks. Ocean Ramsey, the Hawaiian marine biologist who swam with the great white shark, told Today that she had no reason to be concerned. Sharks like the 8-foot wide one that Ramsey swam near swim by surfers, swimmers, and divers all day, every day according to her. Ramsey's been researching great white sharks for almost 10 years and believes the shark she met earlier weighs well more than 2 tons. She and her colleagues were monitoring the behavior of tiger sharks off the shore of Oahu when they came across the great white that would have made most swimmers fear for their lives. To say the least, the photos from the scenes are remarkable. Ramsey shared them on Instagram and they quickly went viral. Ramsey is seen grasping the shark's fin while they swim in tandem in a video of the encounter. When you see Ramsey next to the shark, you get a sense of just how big the great white is. The Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster, like the myths surrounding it, will never die. The Loch Ness Monster, often known as Nessie, is a gigantic marine creature that some think lives in Loch Ness in Scotland. The monster is commonly thought to be a myth because of the supposed evidence for its existence has been disproven. However, the uproar resurfaced when Englishman Steve Chalice posted a photo of a huge fish he saw in Scotland's Loch Ness online. Chalice, a Southampton native, was on a pre-coronavirus vacation in Scotland when he shot the picture of the aquatic animal. Many people were certain he had seen the mythical Loch Ness Monster, but he was not. He claimed that while his first opinion was that it was a catfish, he wasn't so sure, so he uploaded a photo of the fish on Facebook to see if anybody else might have recognized it. The Loch Ness Monster legend lives on, especially in Scotland. Not everyone believes that Chalice's somewhat modest explanation that the image he got was either a large fish or a seal would actually hold any water. Magna squid. Definitely a sight to behold, with its alien physical appearance and ghostly long thin tentacles. The Magna squid, often known as the big fin squid, is an ethereal creature. These cephalopods have undulating heart-shaped fins that are significantly larger than their bodies, as well as extraordinarily long arms and tentacle filaments that are 11 times longer than their body length. Overall, the squid may grow to be 26 feet long, and its arms and tentacles are the same length and look identical. This is unlike any living squid or octopus, and has only been detected in extinct organisms called belemnites. In contrast to tentacles, which lack suckers until they reach the tentacular clubs, arm features a line of suckers running down their entire length. Octopuses have 8 arms and no tentacles, but squid and cuttlefish have 8 arms and 2 tentacles. Their sticky spaghetti-like appendages operate as a net, catching their next meal. The Goblin Shark. While certain aquatic species are well known and frequently observed, others are more mysterious. One such animal is the Goblin Shark, which lives in the lowest depths of the ocean, with few people even coming face to face with this real-life monster. In 1898, the Goblin Shark was discovered off Japan's eastern coast. Because of its abnormally large snout and pink skin, the shark was given the name Tenguzame. This is a reference to a mythological Japanese monster with a long face and deadly jaws. As a result, Goblin Sharks became the English translation. That title is also fairly fitting if you've seen images of the described beast. The Goblin Shark possesses a number of peculiar characteristics that serve to characterize the monster. It has a flabby body with little fins, indicating that it would likely swim slowly. Goblin Sharks have a unique ability thanks to their snouts as well. These Goblin Sharks can detect electric fields produced by prey. When the Goblin Shark spots its prey, it uses its liver's inherent buoyancy to drift stealthily towards it. The Goblin Shark then widens its jaws to lunge at its victim, creating an unusual sight. Gulper Eel. The Gulper Eel is one of the strangest looking creatures in the ocean. The huge mouth is its most distinguishing feature. This massive mouth dwarfs the eel's entire body, and the mouth is flexibly movable and large enough to swallow an animal much larger than itself. The unfortunate fish is subsequently placed in a pouch-like lower mouth, like that of a pelican. In fact, this eel is also known as the pelican eel, funnily enough. The stomach of a gulper can also extend to accommodate huge meals. The eel is also known as an umbrella mouth gulper because of its massive mouth. Gulper eels also have a long whip-like tail. Specimens brought to the surface in fishing nets have been observed to have their long tails knotted in a variety of knots. The eel moves by using its long tail. Frilled Shark. When we hear the term frilled shark, we envision a dainty shark and a fluffy frog, which is what comes to mind for folks like myself. However, if you type the name into Google, you'll be in for a treat because those frills are deadly. The frilled shark earned its name from a row of 6 red-lined gills that resemble a Shakespearean Elizabethan ruff. The shark's frightening 300 teeth, on the other hand, may draw attention away from this stylish characteristic. Although it is named after its gills, the Latin title refers to the creature's long, slender body and snake-like head. A frilled shark gives out the strong vibes of swim away and nope at first glance because it resembles an eel. Heck, if I saw that thing, I'd say no way as well. It honestly appears to have sprung from folklore, which it does, especially given that this shark has been on Earth for 18 million years. Many of your favorite Jurassic Park characters, such as the Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Velociraptor, roamed the world during the Cretaceous period, when the frilled shark first made an appearance. Giant Japanese spider crab. The largest living arthropod is referred to as the Japanese spider crab, or the giant crab of Japan, by those who are aware of its existence. Well, at least the largest discovered thus far, because as we all know, the majority of the ocean depths and inhabitants remain undiscovered and unexplored. This species' Japanese name is Takasha Anigani, which literally translates to long-legged crab, and here's why. This huge species, which may live up to 100 years, can reach 4 meters in length and weigh up to 20 kilograms. It's found primarily in the Pacific waters off the island of Honshu, as well as in the southernmost Kyushu, where many examples have been collected by local fishermen over the years. Some have been discovered off the coast of Taiwan even. Takahashi gani typically reside at depths of 50 to 300 meters, traveling slowly along the seafloor, except when looking for prey. This means they move quite swiftly because of their 8 long legs and may exceed 2.7 meters in length. Their bodies are covered with sharp gropes, and the animal's very long and narrow legs give it an extraterrestrial aspect. Males are much larger than females, and their claws are larger and stronger. They eat nearly everything because they're omnivores, including carrion, algae, and marine animals such as mollusks, squids, and sponges. Lion's mane jellyfish. The lion's mane jellyfish is easily identified in the open water where it prefers to float. With tentacles up to 120 feet long, some individuals are larger than the blue whale, the world's largest animal. The majority of lion's mane jellyfish live in the Arctic and North Pacific Oceans from Alaska to Washington. The lion mane gets its name from its mane of long hair-like tentacles hanging from the underside of its bell-shaped body. The mouth is located on the underside of the bell and is encircled by tentacles divided into 8 clusters of up to 150 tentacles each. These tentacles are armed with nematocysts that contain poison and paralyze prey when they're engulfed. The top of the bell is usually dark yellow or red, thick in the center and thins out towards the margins. To supplement its nutrition, the lion's mane jellyfish uses the intense sting of its tentacles to grab small fish, tiny crustaceans, and even other jellyfish. Most humans have little to fear from this vicious jelly, but its poison is more than enough to keep enemies at bay. This establishes a secure haven for both the jelly and those creatures that are fortunate enough to be immune to the toxin. Siphonophores. A siphonophore is so much more than its parts. In reality, none of its components could function independently. Each siphonophore is actually a colony of separate components known as zooids. These are formed as the siphonophore grows and remain attached. Some produce rope-like chains that can grow to be as long as a whale's tail. Each zooid in this colony has a specific function. Some collect prey, others digest it, while still others spawn, swim, and maintain the colony upright. The end product is a biological miracle that begs the question of what it truly means to be an individual. Over 175 species of siphonophores have been discovered by scientists in environments ranging from near coastal regions to the ocean twilight zone and the sea floor. Deepwater animals frequently have colors of dark orange or red and glow bioluminescent in green, blue, and occasionally red, which likely serves to attract prey. Siphonophores use their multiple tentacles to sting and catch their prey while injecting a toxin to render them unconscious. If you've ever touched a Portuguese man of war, you're probably familiar with this. These characteristics frequently lead people to confuse siphonophores with their jellyfish cousins, yet they are a distinct group. See you all next time!